I'll be really sad if you guys can't see the shimmer, because I think it looks really cute and like simple. We are so back, okay? We're back with the signature middle part bust down black inches. Welcome back to the channel. We're gonna get ready and do some makeup. It is fall, it is autumn. We can finally put some makeup on the face. Love that for us. Even though we didn't have much of a summer in London, I'm just happy to get back into the vibe. Today's makeup, we're gonna do something real fall autumn vibes. I love the like browns, the oranges, the warm burgundies, the deep reds. Autumn season just has such beautiful tones. I feel like I'm gonna go for something real sultry but real soft at the same time. We're always gonna give a soft glow, always. I'm using the e.l.f. Power Grip. The only thing about wearing a closure is like the edges. Ugh, they will betray you. The other day I went out and I was taking pictures, and girl, one of the pictures, the way my edges was popping out, I was like, betrayal. That's the only thing I don't love about closure wigs. But I rather that than have to wear a frontal every day, because those days for me a frontal is like an event. I have to have like a special event, because to do that on a daily is just too much. I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Eavesdrop stick. I have been absolutely loving skin tints. Like summer has been treating me well. I feel like we got a lot of skin tints and balms over this year, like between the Danessa, the ABH Beauty Balm. I've been loving like more simple, like less foundation. Do you know what? I don't even think they're less foundationing. I just think they're lighter. So the last few times I've done my makeup, I've been using this and it just looks and feels good. So I'm just gonna blend this in. It is a little red, but it blends down really nicely. And I do have a review on this. I can put it in the cards in case you guys want more of an in-depth chit chat about this, but this is a nice product. And you know what I find is crazy, guys? I guess this has turned into a bit of a chit chat, but I feel like these brands are coming out with so many different like products so fast. It's almost like, do you even get to use one thing before something else comes out? It gets a bit crazy, and that's why I haven't been posting as many reviews as you guys are probably used to, because I just feel like I need to use what I have. Like, can we just wait for a second? Like, I'm not at a point where I'm getting loads of PR, which I hope I will be at real soon. But I do have to pay for everything, and I feel like it's not just even about paying for stuff, it's about using it. Like, I'm not about waste. Like, I have like so many foundations and concealers, like I need to actually get to use some of the stuff. As you guys can see, it is a little red, like if we're going like looking at my chest, but it all comes together with the highlighting and stuff like that we're gonna do. What should we do for eyeshadow? So you guys know I use this palette so much. Like, this is one of my favorite palettes, my Mario Master Max. This is a gorgeous. I think it's great for fall and autumn because you get like a more smoky, like warm brown tones in here, but I think it's good all year round. This palette is so gorgeous. I don't know if they still sell this. I feel like things just go out. People just discontinue things too quickly. Like, can we all relax here? This is the Huda Beauty Empowered palette. Look at the tones in here. It's so gorgeous. So we're going to go into this. We are going to prime real quick, and then I'll be back to show you guys what shades I'm going to use. I'm just going to use a regular primer. And if you're going to do eyeshadow, make sure you prime just to make sure your eyeshadow lasts longer and your blending does not go away in 10 seconds. Are you guys like base makeup first then eyes, or eyes then base? I'm always going to be like eyes then base, because I feel like once the eyeshadow is done I can whiz through the rest of my makeup because it's like pretty easy, like 1-2 for me. But doing eyes last, I honestly feel like that will stress me out, because if I get one thing wrong, it's just like I might as well take off the whole makeup. Like, I will, yeah. I'm very dramatic sometimes. I'm going to go into these two and just kind of build up a transition just above the crease up here. Just gonna blend that in there, just literally over here like that, and then we'll do the same to the other side. Now I'm gonna go into the shade here, I believe it's called Confident, and we're gonna push it into our outer V and up into our crease a little bit as well. This is gonna be like one of our main shades. Into the crease slightly, and then also on the outer V here, the outer corner of the eye. Just do the same to this side, just kind of bring it in mainly on the outer corner and a little bit up here. I'm gonna go in with this shade here, which is called Legacy. I'm gonna put this mainly on my, basically where you guys see like the white ashy color, that's where we're gonna put this, but we're not gonna go too high up, like literally just on the lid. And then one thing I am gonna do, because I feel like dark brown's a little bit harsh, I'm gonna go in for like a, I'm gonna go in with like a clean blendy brush. I'm just gonna use a light brown, this palette. Just kind of go up here. Okay, and there we pretty much have it. This is the eye look. We're obviously going to put on lashes, but this is the shadow. I think I'm definitely going to have to clip my hair back to do this concealer. But before we go into the face makeup, the base, I kind of want to add a little bit of a shimmer to the eyes. I haven't done a shimmer in so long, but I'm feeling like I want something a little bit more chocolate. I don't know why. So I'm going to go into the shade here. This like shimmery shade here called Courageous. I'm not really a huge fan of the shimmers in this palette, to be fair. It kind of just shows up as like glitter kind of. It's like a subtle like glitter shade in the middle. So for concealer today, we're going to go ahead and use some Fenty. So this is the shade 430W and this is the Wear Even Hydrating Concealer. I'm just going to apply that how we usually do. I do prefer this concealer to the first one they came out with. I feel like the first one was quite matte as well. That's probably the difference. This one is hydrating. Using my favorite bronzer today to sculpt the face. I like to use like a paintbrush, not a paintbrush, but like a foundation, like a painting foundation brush. This doesn't feel too dark. I don't know, these days this doesn't feel really dark. So I'm actually gonna go in with another bronzer. I'm gonna go on top of my NARS Laguna bronzer in 05. Oh, I don't really want to use the same brush, but I'm kind of gonna have to. And just go on top of that a little bit. This bronzer definitely has more depth. I feel like it's a little bit more contoury, whereas the chestnut bronzer is a little bit more warm, like has a bit more red to it. Tap this in. I feel like one thing I noticed about this Fenty concealer is the coverage isn't as high as like my other concealers. I feel like my ABH has become literally my favorite, spoiler alert. But definitely I feel like it's much like lighter. Forehead. I'm gonna go ahead and do my nose contouring. And I'm gonna just blend around, framing my face. I'm gonna go in for lighter concealer. Today I'm gonna use this the Like Butter concealer in Caramel Latte. And I never really used this because it was quite light, but I realized I could use it like a highlighter shade, you know, so a little here. I'm just gonna blend this nose contour. This is one thing I really need to sit down and master, my nose contour. It's just like I just run through it because it's not important to me, you know. It's just like just shape the nose. I'm actually gonna use my Pat McGrath powder. You guys know I love my huda, but I've been trying to give her a little bit of a break, a little bit of a hiatus. This is the I think this is the fluffy Maltese fluffy brush. Do you know what I forgot to do, guys, which I'm not gonna forget now, is my cream blush. I like to do a little ombre, so I'm gonna go with dark red first and go like this. But let me just blend this blush out so we can set this under eye. I'm just gonna use the other side of the brush. This is the Say brush they sent to me like months and months ago, and I absolutely love it for blush, especially cream blush, because it just helps to have both sides. I'm just gonna diffuse that and bring it upwards in an angle this side. So now the blush is blended out. I'm sorry, my camera does this overheating thing sometimes and I have to like turn it off. I'm gonna go back in with the Pat McGrath that I was using before and finish up. I'm gonna go with my Thick Mint. Bring that melanin back, even though the melanin didn't go anywhere because honey. Now we're going to go into blush. So I did put a little bit of the powder down just to kind of like bake slightly. I don't like to do a full-on baking like 350 oven bake. I like to do a little slight. And for blush, we're going to go into Pat McGrath. I love Pat McGrath blushes. I don't feel like people talk about them enough, especially coming from a black owned brand. Shout out to black owned because it's Black History Month in the UK. Love me some Pat McGrath. She's the girl. But I'm going to use Paradise of Venus today. Gorgeous color. I feel like this is like autumn personified. Lovely. Let's apply the blush. This is Paradise Venus. It's like a gorgeous terracotta shade. Perfect for what we're going for, like a nice fall autumn vibe. Now we're going to tap in this powder with the same sponge that we used to put it on. Just press it in nicely. So at this point, I'm going to go with my vitamin E mist. I am going to go with my face powder, which is my Fenty 450. Even though I feel like I want a new face powder now. I mean, first of all, it looks a little treacherous. Second of all, I feel like I want something a bit deeper. I feel like even though this is meant to be 450, it's quite light. But I'm going to go in with a powder brush and just make sure that everything's blended around my jawline. I'm going to put on some mascara. I'm using my same mascara. I have not done this in years, so I hope I don't mess up my under eyes. But I want to define my eyes a little bit more, give it a little, I don't know, a little something. So I'm just going to... Can you guys see a difference? I feel like it looks a little bit more sultry in the eyes. I think for my lipstick, I want to do something like beige. This Fenty lip liner, it just does not sharpen. I don't understand. Like, it's one of them, I don't get it. But I'm going to try and use what I can because I can't sharpen it. It's crazy. This is the Fenty liner in Cold Blooded. One thing about this though, it works fast. It literally does not come off. So if you want to blend it, you got to blend it then. This is the Morphe Trendsetter. I don't know what happened to Morphe and why they're like discontinuing some of the liners. It's really annoying. I'm just going to go with Trendsetter to give it a bit more a warmer look. I'm going to use my Dior lip gloss. This is the beige 013. It's actually a plumper as well. I'm just going to apply that. I think I'm going to do something more like simple just because I did, you know, eyeliner. Not eyeliner. I did eyeshadow, little shimmer, and we've done little lash line mascara. So real simple. Yeah, I like this combo. This is a nice little combo. I'm just gonna use my one size to set my face. But yeah, this is the finished look. What do we think? I love the lip combo today. And also, I'll be really sad if you guys can't see the shimmer because I think it looks really cute and like simple, but a little sub on the eyes. It's so cute. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this little fall makeup tutorial. Let me know if you guys want more. Don't forget to give me a nice thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you guys in my next one.